This beanie is way too bright.
That's good, man.
I look like a Rasta man. Yeah, man. Don't worry about the thing. Cause every little thing gonna be alright. Yeah.
We're back for the second episode of our podcast.
Yeah.
Spiritual Warrior. Hare
Spiritual
Krishna Das, he's a spiritual warrior. He's a spiritual warrior for 12 years already. Powerful man, powerful guy, don't mess with him. Has a black belt, can kick you.
To hold my pants up, man.
Alright, so same for you, should be stage 3 lockdown if you're in Australia, in Melbourne specifically.
Stage 3. 3.
Could be turning into 4.
4.
Yeah.
Soon it'll be 1000.
And now we're gonna answer our main question, what to do, right? We talk a lot, but we gotta actually discuss what to do.
Gotta walk the talk.
Action plan.
Action.
We need an
pact.
action plan.
That's a spiritual warrior. He doesn't sit back and let the world take over. No, he fights back.
Okay, let's begin. Continuing to read the previous text. So if you haven't seen the first episode, you might check it out to understand what's going on. The Krishna consciousness movement is anxious to serve human society by teaching people to perform devotional service, which can save a human being from being degraded again to animal life. As already stated by Prahlada Maharaja, Bhagavata Dharma consists of Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Pada Sevanam, Archanam, Bandhanam, Dasyam, Sakyam, Atma Nivedanam. What is this? Harinamananda, please explain.
These are the 9 processes of devotional service. So, Shravana means hearing. Kirtana means chanting. What we got next? Smarana means remembering. Padasevana, serving the lotus feet of Krishna. Archanam, offering worship. Vandanam, praying. Dasyam, offering service. Sakyam, being a friend. And Atmanivadana, one's surrendering his whole life and soul. Just giving everything. Complete surrender. So these are the 9 processes of devotional service. One can attain perfection even if you fully absorb yourself in one of them.
So 1 is enough out of 9 if I do 1? That's
so if you
good.
just hear, right, just like this Bhagavatam, it's actually a conversation between a king who's gonna die in 7 days. He finds out, he gets cursed, and he finds out he's gonna die in 7 days. So he's like, stuff this. He was king of the world. He had all the opulence, everything. He goes, stuff this. I'm gonna prepare for the end. So most people, what would they do to prepare for the end? No one really knows, actually. They think the body's gonna live forever, but it doesn't. You know? As sure as death. So
yeah,
he perfected this hearing process of devotional service just by sitting at the bank of the Ganges and hearing one of the most enlightened sages in the history of the universe, Shukadev Goswami. And that's pretty much what this book is all about, how to die.
How to die. In the right consciousness. It's a final exam. Death is like a final exam. Many people like to say, oh, life is like a school. And every tough situation is like a lesson that we have to learn. Yeah. So I guess death is the final exam for us.
Yeah. Everyone has to do it. You can't escape. You're gonna die.
And that's why we get anxious and stressful right now, because that concept of death is really, really prominent and it's awakened. We realize, oh, we're gonna die, because it's coronavirus, that death couldn't be any closer than that. So that's why we're stressful. We're not ready for the exam. Why 1 day left and then, you stress out. I don't know anything. So many things I should learn, but exam is coming up and you don't have any time left. So especially if you're young, you should utilize your time and energy to understand who you are, why you're here in this world. What is your purpose? That's very important questions to ask.
Totally. In all the schools, colleges, universities, and at home, all children and youth should be taught to hear about the Supreme Personality of Godhead. In other words, they should be taught to hear the instructions of Bhagavad Gita, to put them into practice in their lives, and thus to become strong in devotional service, free from fear of being degraded to animal life. Following Bhagavad Dharma has been made extremely easy in this age of Kali. The Sastra says, or the scriptures say.
Hold on. Bhagavad Dharma. What is Bhagavad Dharma?
Bhagavad Dharma is just another name for devotional service. The literal meaning Bhagavad is referring to the Supreme Personality of God, and Dharma is that occupational duty in relation to the Supreme. So that's what the soul or the real spiritual being needs to be involved in, like the hearing, the chanting. So it's been made extremely easy now.
What does it mean by this age of Kali?
Oh yeah, so this age, I don't know if you've noticed, especially in this year, that it's an age of cheating and violence. You know, you put two people into a room, they're gonna fight. When there's a murder, who do they accuse or investigate first? Friends and family.
There must be someone here we can accuse.
She did! She did! She did! She did!
Violence is bound to happen. It's just the nature of the age. And hypocrisy. Everyone's just telling a lie. The girls are putting on makeup, the guys are pumping steroids, and everyone's trying to look richer than they really are. Everyone's just putting on your profile photo, your profile picture on the Facebook or the Instagram. You can tell they're really not like that.
Yeah.
You know, everyone's just putting on a facade. So that's the nature of the age. Either you're a cheater or you're being cheated. So it is a dark age. We have to admit it. And especially with this coronavirus, and you know, every country is upgrading their military forces.
Yeah. It's crazy. Like Australia spent what, $270 billion?
A 10-year, $270 billion defence spend, giving the ADF more potent strike capacity over longer distances.
Yeah. And also, because of coronavirus, now the big economic downturn is coming up. It's going to be a lot of crime
And violence.
Yeah, because a lot of unemployment is going to be there.
And even when the lockdowns took place, domestic violence went up because no one was going to work, and they spent more time with the family, with the wife, with the husband, and unfortunately, they got violent. It's not an easy time.
Tough time.
It's a tough time, but there is a way out. Let's have a look what the scriptures say.
Let's do it.
So this is a Sanskrit. Harinama, Harinama, Harinama eva kevalam, kalo nasteva, nasteva, nasteva gati anyata. One need only chant the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Everyone engaged in the practice of chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra will be completely cleansed from the core of his heart and be saved from the cycle of birth and death.
What does it mean? So does it mean if I chant Hare Krishna mantra, I'm not gonna die?
No, you will die, but you'll be prepared. And then after that, you won't have to take birth again. You won't come back to the material world, you go to the spiritual world. Where there's no birth and death, there's no old age or disease. You attain your spiritual body, which is eternal, doesn't die. It's full of knowledge, it's always alive, dynamic, and it's full of bliss. Gives only pleasure to. Yeah. Whereas the material body now is temporary, it dies. It's actually always dead. The soul is animating it, and it's full of pain. You know, pain in the back, pain in the knees, pain in the mind, mental distress.
Pain in the heart when someone breaks your heart.
Ah, man. You just don't satisfy me anymore. There's always something like that in a relationship.
I don't love you anymore.
Yeah.
I never loved you actually.
I never loved
you. Know?
you. Yeah.
Girls are gonna dump you all your life. So, get over it.
And you put your whole heart in trying to please and impress that person, or that person didn't meet your expectations, and you just feel a burden and you have to break it up. And it's always, breakups are so intense. You know, people can't start up a relationship again, or they bring some baggage into the new relationship. So the way that we have perfect our relationships in general is to find out who we are first. As a spiritual being, not this material body with all its designations.
Yeah.
You know?
It doesn't really make sense when I think about it. You think that there is someone else who can make me happy, you know? And that same person, or the other person, or your partner, he's also thinking like that. There is someone else who can make me happy. So you meet each other and you expect each other to make each other happy. But you can't, because you're not happy yourself. That's why you were looking for someone else in the first place. And then, when you meet each other, you can't give happiness to each other because you don't have it. So I guess that's why, that's one of the things that we can try in our life. We can chant this Hare Krishna mantra and see for ourselves how our life will change.
Yeah. Because we actually have an ocean of love to give. There's like this pure love inside of us, but it's covered. So by just chanting, the heart is cleansed of all this covering from so many lifetimes actually. And you'll see our relationships with ourselves, with the world around us, with our close ones improve so much because of that cleansing of all the baggage that from all the hurts and misconceptions that we've carried along.
Yeah.
It's so much fun too.
Yeah, when we chant and dance, I just remember, when we chant and dance together with Harinam, it's so much fun. You experience a lot of bliss, but what I really noticed when you finish chanting and dancing, and then you go back home, I see my parents, my sister, I just feel so much love, I feel so much bliss, I feel so much happiness, peace. I want to share that with my family, Maybe we had an argument before I went out dancing and chanting. We could have had an argument, everyone would be in a really bad mood. But when I come back, I feel a lot of inspiration to serve them, do something for them. I come in and they say, like, I love you so much. There is so much love in me. I can share it with you all, just sit down, I will serve you a dinner, or, I want to do something for you. And I feel like that. And they're amazed because they're like, how do you have so much energy, so much love in you, so much happiness, We just had an argument. And so that's what mantra.
Yeah, I've experienced this a lot. And I've traveled around the world with a group of monks for like 7-8 years. You probably can look them up. It's called the Harinam Ruchi, maybe in the comments or something. Chuck it in there. You can see all our videos. We're traveling all around the world, different streets, towns and villages, just chanting with this mantra with musical instruments and just dancing with all types of strangers. But the group, I don't know if you've ever traveled in a group before. We have so many personalities and that clash, right? And if you look at all of it, like I'm thinking about these people, I would never hang out with these people. If I chose a group of friends, I would never, you know. But because they all had this love for this chanting and dancing in the street, I'm like, okay, the street party revolution, they're into it. But we're all so different. We're all from different countries. Slovakia, Czech Republic, Croatia, America, South Africa. You know, I'm from Australia, and you know, so that's already different. And you know, there's always this question: how you guys came together? You know?
Yeah.
Different ages, ranging from like 22 to 72.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. And even like we're all doing like a different aspect of spiritual life. Some are married, some are single, some have become swami, just renounced the world. Some are just like retired. So you can see, how do we get along? It doesn't make any sense. Usually, if you have the same type of people, then that would make sense to get along. But somehow we get along because of this one thing. But when we're not on the street doing the chanting, sometimes we want to kill each other. You know, it gets really heated and we're going to punch each other out at one point. But then it's time to go on the street. Then we're like, all right, fine, we go on the street. We start chanting, we forgot what the hell we were arguing about.
Yeah.
You know, that the Kali age means like fighting and hypocrisy, destroyed by this sound vibration that's emanating. This love that emanates from the heart due to the cleansing. So that's the power of this mantra. Sound vibration is really powerful, actually.
Cool. What do you do it for? Because I see many Basques on the street, right?
Yeah.
So they go out.
Yeah, true.
It's their nature. They like to sing. They're musically talented, or they like music. But they usually are out there to get some cash.
Yeah,
and
trying
money.
to get something in return.
And if they don't, like now you see no one is out because you can't do basking. You can do singing for free. You can't collect money because you can't express the germs and whatever. So there's no Basques in the city.
Yeah, we're totally different from like professional musicians or something like that. We're just out to give that sound vibration to others. That's all it's about. And even if no one's around, you know, other living entities like trees, insects, animals, they also benefit because they're also souls, just a different body.
Yeah.
The soul is like same as is in you, as in me, as in the trees or the animals. It's just a different body, but they need spiritual nourishment. And even if they're not around, at least we get it and we're having a good time. You don't need a crowd, actually.
Yeah.
But the nature of this chanting is that the more people are into it, the more better it is. Usually we think meditation and spiritual perfection, you have to be in the Himalayas, you have to be in a cave, alone, no distractions, and then you can get deep. No. This is the way it's done, actually, in this age. Yeah,
I see.
it's really cool.
All right, so then how do you do it by yourself? Do you chant by yourself?
Yeah. So you also have your personal meditation to prepare you for that activity going out in the street, because there is a lot of distraction. So you have to fix your mind up on the mantra. So we have beads actually on the mantra.
We have them.
Where are their beads? Okay. So we have beads put in these cool little bags. Colorful. You can get different kinds. I got this little badge here.
Yeah.
See, this is
What
says
does it mean?
Sri Radhe. I got in a place called holy place in India called Vrindavan. That everyone's chanting Hare Krishna there. Everyone's blissful. And there's all these monkeys jumping around. It's a pretty cool place.
Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Baladev, Jaya Subhadra.
And then inside, I got these beads. Yeah, 108 beads. So those who are serious in Krishna consciousness practice, actually they have chanting on beads in all religions, right? All spiritual practices, right?
Muslims do it, Buddhists do it, Christians, also some Christians do it, the more orthodox.
So it's a very scientific process. It engages the sense of hearing, sense of the tongue is involved, and the mind and the sense of touch with the beads. So this has got 108. You chant one mantra on each bead. So it's like this, and you chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. I don't know if you can see.
He's using his middle finger and the thumb.
Yeah, use the middle finger for good.
Yeah.
The middle finger is used for other things, but this is actually the purpose of the middle finger.
Yeah.
So you rest on the middle finger and the thumb. Sorry. Okay, so that's
So you chant the full mantra.
full the mantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And then you change. Go to the next one. And you go all the way around, and that's one round.
One round. Round one.
Round one.
Fight.
Oi!
Round one, fight!
Okay, so you're fighting with your mind, and the whole thing is you chant with your tongue and you hear with your ear. And
Chanting aloud.
you chant aloud, yeah, so you can hear yourself chant. Yeah.
And then, you can do it for yourself. You can try it out and see how it goes. There's nothing about faith, nothing really about your beliefs, your religion, your race, your age. It doesn't matter at all.
Anyone can do it.
Anyone can do it.
So.
You can try it out. You can see, you can chant this.
Even if you don't believe in God, like if you understand
don't,
you're a spiritual being, so you can try this cleansing of the heart. It's scientifically proven actually that in Harvard, they've even did experiments on mantra meditation, and mantra meditation is a way to calm the mind. Smelling a flower, and also bells. The sound of bells. So they were like the top 3.
This mantra also helps you to experience that bliss and happiness on top of calming yourself down. To go even deeper. But you can experience for yourself. Do an experiment,
You can even chant on your fingers if you don't have beads. Just count on your fingers. You can try 10 mantras today if you like.
Yeah, so you can try this mantra, do it for 10-15 minutes, chant it again and again, and then try to chant something else.
Like Coca-Cola.
And see.
Coca-Cola, see what happens.
It doesn't sound.
Because the material sound, it doesn't satisfy. And you get bored of it. Different songs we get bored of right away, huh? They're number one, but not forever. But this has been my number one track for the last 12 years. There has to be something there. How can you sing the same song again and again?
6 hours every day for
6 hours every day.
Yes, must be something special.
I'm okay. I'm not crazy.
I'm not crazy, Pepper. I just finally know what I have to do.
Yeah, so that's what we wanted to discuss today. Just give you something to do if you want to try out something new. That's definitely one of the things you should get on to after you've done watching Netflix.
Or before.
Or before, yeah.
But I tell some people, like, you just, when you wake up in the morning, you just chant 10 mantras. You've got 10 fingers. And then before you go to bed, you do it for like a week or 2 and see how you feel. Obviously, you're allowed to chant more. Some people end up chanting more than 10. But try 10, see what happens.
Small steps to big success.
Damn straight.
Alright, that's it for today.
We'd like to thank you very much now for joining us today. I'm getting in the Rasta mode because I'm being...
Alright, see you in the next episode.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.